System and Mr. Baka Show. I say it all the time. See, this is just real talk about real stuff. You know, I say it all the time. See, this is just real talk about real stuff. You know what I mean? It's no game, no nothing else. It's just two guys talking about whatever with whoever at any given time. So you never know what we're gonna talk about.
What up, folks? It's your man, Mr. Baka. Today, man, I found a gem. We're gonna go back and do a little research on my brother's Ultramagnetic MCs. Man, off the chain. Actually, this is one of those instrumental groups in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? They were they were the first group to start using sampler emulators in their music. So that's meaning they started using the SP1200. Said G, which was the producer of most of their stuff, actually he helped on some Criminal Minded stuff. I'm not really sure which tracks though. I'm trying to figure out what tracks he was like instrumental on Criminal Minded, but I'm getting ahead of myself. All right, look. Ultramagnetic MCs came out in the mid '80s. They're out of the Beatdown Bronx. Ultramagnetic MCs are Kool Keith, Said G, and DJ Mo Love. And they basically are like the dudes who, man, made a lot of different waves in different ways. For one, their rhyme flow was different than most other groups that were out at that time. Coming out of the Bronx, you had a lot of metaphor-heavy, rhythm-heavy lyrics that would normally rhyme at the end of the lyric, and that was pretty much what drove the rhymes. Ultramagnetic MCs actually would rhyme, and sometimes they would not rhyme at all, or sometimes seemingly not rhyme, like somewhere in their rhyme they may say something that rhymes like in a different pattern than you're used to hearing at that time. So they're one of those groups that kind of raised the bar as far as, you know, bringing bars. So and that was through the help of the production as well, because to be honest, I heard some of the production before the SP, and tracks weren't all that, but man, Said G got a hold of that SP1200, and come to find out, he was like one of the second people around, you know, in the area in their area that had the SP1200. He got one off the prototype off the showroom floor when it first came out, and was one of the first ones to flip it. And another notable thing is that they were the first people who used the most used sample track in all of hip hop, which was the synthetic substitution, which is the track playing in the background right now, as a matter of fact. So I did that so you could see how many times it's been used and see, you know, the relativity of that. Anyway, so what we're going to get into is a few excerpts from some interviews I found of them, of just old school situations that they went through, and basically breaking down a lot of what I'm already telling you. So here we go with that. Let's go ahead and get into Ultramagnetic MC. One love.
Word up, Fab Five Freddy, and I'm in the house once again, baby. I want to thank Ed and Dre for holding it down on that first hour, and now we're getting ready to shift into a higher gear, because right here with me, one of New York's most incredible hip-hop groups, one of my favorite groups, word to mother, Ultramagnetic MCs. What's up, y'all? Everything is cool, everything is cool. Yo, let's start off getting the name check, so everybody around the country, around the globe, whatever, make sure everybody know who everybody is in Ultra.
Yeah, I'm the madman on the 1 and 2, DJ Mo Love. Yeah. TR, the Funk Igniter, in your dome, yo.
Here we go. What's up, my name is Said G. Said G in the house.
The next 1, 2, Kool Keith, Papa Lodge.
Kool Keith, Papa Lodge. Now, you know, in the hip-hop game, there's all different kinds of flavors out there right about now. A little something for everybody, but there's certain groups that become the favorite group of artists, like a rapper's rapper. Ultramagnetic represent that. Let's start off with finding out like how this whole Ultramagnetic thing started out.
Right. Well, it started years ago in the Bronx, South Bronx, a block called the 9. It was up on the 8th floor in my bedroom, which had silver wallpaper. We couldn't afford a lot of it, so we just had pieces everywhere. We had a little 4-track, and then I had maybe like the second emulator ever built by emulator. It was called SB12. They had a display model, and I bought the first model they had for sale. And from there, we created a lot of classics. You know, we also, me and Scott LaRock, we also worked together in doing the Criminal Minded thing. You know, a lot of history came out of that 8th floor with the silver wallpaper.
But wait a minute, let's just make sure the audience knows the SB12 is like, I don't know how, I mean, just try to tell the audience how important that is to the making of hip-hop music.
It's like a camera. You know how a camera takes a photo of people or whatever you're photographing? SB12 takes a picture of the music, and you can do what you want with it. You can loop it, which means have it repeating, or you can chop it up and rearrange it, which I was the inventor of. And that's why it's important. You know, it was a creative tool in the process of making music, and I taught these two brothers how to use it, because they used to just bring the records to me, like Scott. You know, once I've taught everybody from Scott to Chris to these guys how to use it, you know, they branched out. Now they're doing their own thing.
Briefly, just tell me the name of some of those first tracks that came out in the mid-'80s when Ultramagnetic was a brand new group on the scene.
Ego Trippin, Funky, Give the Drummer Some, Ease Back, Chorus Line, Watch Me Now. Those are big 12-inch hits. You know.
Humongous records on the scene on the East Coast here, and lyrically, they were the first group that was talking about things that made you. It was like another level to their lyrics, kind of like on that poetic thing.
To refreshing them out there, Fab. It was like the abstract thing came from us originally. Like I taught like a lot of groups out there the abstract thing. You know, everybody out there who say they're abstract is not abstract. Because we can make a record that people are still trying to learn today.
The Pistol, and Mr. Baka Show.
Yo, what's up, Kool Keith? Yo, what up, Set J? Yo, what's up, Trav? What's up, Set, man? What's over there? He's ready to get busy. Yo, Keith, you know what? I like this beat you brought over.
Told you about it.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take it into my Ultra laboratory and hook it up.
Man.
Yo, bust this. Now that's funky.
I know, I tell ya, boy.
We all heard. This is so funky that I'm gonna send Mo back to the turntables and you gonna find a record that mixes with us.
Get it now.
And we gonna do this. It's funky. I know you gonna like this, brother. Like you
know that. I'm gonna suppress stuff for you.
like this, bust it.
must get you to dance across the floor. Plus give myself more of this beat than teach all of you how to really reach your peak. And don't have a seat, cause while the bass hits harder, a snare drum's never weak. Hi-hats, use real funky. You get freaky, weakly grooving to the beat real neatly. So try to devote yourself to Ultramagnetic. Pick up my sculptured phonograph copy. It's not sloppy. Ask your girl, she call me Poppy. That said it. Now Eddie, I'm ready. I'm not confetti, nor spaghetti, but instead I'm great because I create the lyrics that match the pitch of my bass. Kick drum syndrome, no hi-hats are needed. Well, I said G gets overheated and rough as I switch to match it in width. Combined with rhythm, I can't miss. Yo, this track is funky, man. Word, that was funky. Told you. Strictly raw. Yo, you gotta keep them beats coming over like that.
Got it, man.
Word, man. Yo, that's crazy fresh.
You guys to get out of here. Yo, what time you got, man?
Yo, it's time. It is time to roll out, man.
Yo, TR, man, what you gonna do, man?
Yo, man, I'm getting ready to go to my girl house, man.
Yo, Mo,
What you
what's
gonna
up?
do?
I got to go over my girl house and pick up my underwear.
Word? Yo,
Yeah.
man, you's a wild young man. You know what I'm
Build
saying?
that later.
Yo, man, it's all about this funky beat, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go to my girl's house. I'm gonna drop this tape off. You know what I'm saying?
I'ma see y'all,
You know what I
man.
was doing. You know, cause she gonna be like, you know, she gonna be like wondering where was I all this time. You know, she think a bluff like me is always scheming. I ain't with that. I ain't with that kid.
He's lazy, anyway.
I know what you're saying, man.
Yo, Mo, what's up?
Yo, Mo, what's up? Break them trumpets out over there, man. I wanna hear you go hard on the trumpets. You know what I'm saying, brother? Get that fat belly, get that wind ready. Mo, yeah. Yeah. Easy on them trumpets, Mo, easy. Yeah, let's get out of here.
Ultramagnetic, we getting the full inside scoop from them. Their new album, which is out right now, the Four Horsemen. Check it, because it's flavorful. And we're talking about the Ultramagnetic style of MCing, which was a very important, groundbreaking, earth-shaking style of MCing that a lot of MCs have borrowed from the abstract style. You want to explain a little bit more about the lyrical content?
Well, the lyrical content consists of is deep. We always been into our own thing, our own type of style, which, like you said, it guided a lot of groups. You know, to respurn people like De La, Tribe Called Quest. You know, you got the Far Side, you got Jungle Brothers, you got Diggable Planets. All those groups were like, it's like a family tree that comes from Ultramagnetic.
True indeed. So it's kind of like Ultramagnetic, you know, at the same time maintaining that true B-boy flavor, definitely went a new direction. What was it like in the early days when Ultramagnetic, back when hip-hop was still more of a single-oriented business, when you guys dropped? I mean, what was the flavor like back then when the Ultramagnetic record was, you know, you listen to DJ Red Alert and Mr. Magic and that's all you heard? I mean, what was that flavor like for you guys?
It was cool, because back then, like, when Seth and I was growing up, we used to go to the Quarters. That was like a popular hip-hop club in New York City. If you wasn't in the Quarters, you wasn't even in the scene, you know. But then there wasn't really that much out, because Run DMC was out, Houdini, and everybody was doing that old school coming into the new school.
Right.
We are the pioneers of the new school, as if people didn't know, back in 86, 87, 88. It was only us, Eric B. and Rakim, and MC Shan. That's all you heard. That's all. That was it.
PEs and everybody started emerging.
Yep.
But the thing with us was that when we dropped our flavor, it was like everybody at the time, every record was like, you can put it on, you can follow the record.
Yeah.
And, you know, you go, yeah, I know what they're saying.
Well, our stuff came on.
See, what we did, me and Keith said, we said, okay, you got everybody out here. You got Run DMC, you got Houdini, you got this MC group, that MC group. We said, what can we do to be different? So Keith went back into his dark room, put his glasses on, and he came out of it with Ultramagnetic. Then we went to the next level. We said, the name was just so hard to say, and it's still hard to say for a lot of people, but it's common a little bit. So back then it was like, you couldn't even tell people. We used to be at concerts and they go, who y'all down with? And we could be like, Ultramagnetic. So we said, what can we do to make this name stick in?